are live.
We're live. Chris Dem, Travis Terrell. Welcome to the show. We're live from the Midcoast Studio in Grand Center in St.
Hey, do I have time to
Missouri.
get coffee?
You're going to take a 19-minute dump that you should have taken at home.
Not something.
Oh, no. Guys, it's Chris Denman and the House of Mouse representative, Travis Terrell.
I'll hold it.
It's We Are Live. We're excited to be here. I went with a navy shirt with some white dots on it or something. Travis is here in his Mickey Mouse Fly T-shirt.
Hello.
We're excited to have Beth Bombara. I screwed that up. Beth Bombara on the show today. She's a musician.
Hannah Barbara's daughter.
She has a Kickstarter. She'll be talking about her new album, Evergreen, in the second hour. Maybe we'll get her to play some music. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You ready for your hair to stand up on your arm?
Wow, is she in Lucero?
She's very good. She's done a Gaslight session, our friends over at Gaslight. So we're excited to spread the word about Beth's new album. Also, Travis, excited to get into some Devil's Advocate today. Do you like that game?
I enjoy it. I think there is a inherent bias involved, but...
Did you put a T on the end of bias?
No, I said bias. I think, no, your hearing...
Is top notch.
Is shit. Frequently.
Uh-huh. Okay. The giggle you hear from the smoke-filled lungs, that's Chris Gardner on the Posse.
Hey, Guardsy, where are you? Guardsy? There he
is.
is.
What's going on, Gardner? Yeah, with a T, though.
I did not say a T at the end. There was no T. There was no. I think you guys are trying to make up for last week by creating words that you know I didn't say.
You guys ever been to Best Biased?
That doesn't even work. The joke doesn't even work in that instance. You just absolutely just ruined it.
People are laughing at home.
Oh, people are laughing at home. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here we
okay.
go. Here we go. It's about that time. Do it. 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 Ooh! WALNUTS. WALNUTS. Walnuts.
Good morning, Walnuts.
Gardner's a man of the people, so he appreciates all of you wild and wacky walnuts. The former mayor of St. Chuck,
He is now mayor
of Colorado,
Mayor of Hightown.
mayor of Weedville, USA, if you ask me, asking if there was a hawk sitch this morning.
No hawk sitch. It was an accident.
What time do we start the show?
We start the show at 8:01.
Nope.
And you guys can go back and check you can go check previous shows. But
Yeah, every day at 8 a.m.
But as everyone knows and has known for almost 4 years, Travis, of course, has the longest commute, almost 4 times longer than anyone else on the show. So therefore, there are times where I will have to hit parts of St. Louis that have traffic. Well, one does leave earlier. No. I'm glad you guys have brought that because you guys say that all the time. You're like the people who say, "Oh, you don't like racism? Move."
Oh, there it is.
Because
There-
racism is
8:06
just
a.m.
located in one particular place.
8:06 a.m.
And I always love hearing people say you should leave earlier. Get to the rant because I'm fired up right now.
Okay, here we
because
go.
you guys say that often,
You're
and that gets
deflecting-
under my
you're
skin.
you're deflecting is
because,
on point this morning.
Because I do leave early. The thing is,
No,
because of the
earlier.
municipality. No, there are earliers. And don't even get me started on early. First off, the last 2 weeks, Travis has been one of the first people in the office.
Twice.
So let's not start that little conversation either. Secondly, I have to commute further than anyone and travel across at least 3 different highways.
Say something about food deserts.
There is some food
Okay,
deserts
good,
that I have to
good,
enter
good.
before I get to the studio.
Okay.
So that's our community that surrounds us.
You get hungry on the way.
But the fact of the matter is that I encounter 3 different highways. I go through at least 26, not even exaggerating, 26 different municipalities just to get to St. Louis City. So when I hear you guys say, well, there's a construction project on 40, there's a construction project on 170, there's a construction project on 270. So unless you guys want to get your bum asses up and come out and move in West County or North County, shut your mouths.
There wasn't really any. That didn't really go anywhere.
I'm sick and tired of you people who literally live underneath the station or live down the street Oh, it's Friday. What's your Friday? You son of a, you know. You. And then, and you're right. I'll take the street right. That's fine. I tried that literally the first 2 weeks when we moved into this building. And the lights in the city will hold you for more than 10 minutes a stop. And you know it. See, that's what I'm saying. So then I run said light. There it is. Because I'll run said light and then I'll get shot 20 times. And then I'm like, well, why didn't you just duck? Why didn't you just put on your bulletproof vest? Why didn't you just listen to the officer? Shut up. Do as the police say. Oh, I did. I pulled over. Then why you get shot 14 times? Because I pulled over.
Whatever else we can think of.
Yeah. You done? You done? Your ass. And the funny thing is, your ass has been out to North County several times, and you know how long it takes. You know how long it takes.
So wake up half an hour earlier.
And Chris, how many times would you encounter? How many highways did you have to take?
It take 40 minutes, I know that.
Oh, on what day?
It
Doesn't
could
take 40
take 40
minutes.
minutes.
Any day of the week, it doesn't take 40 minutes. You're crazy.
If you leave at
You're
the right
crazy.
time,
You're
it
crazy.
wouldn't.
There is no wrong way. There is only X amount of ways you can take to get from. No, I won't.
Now that's a point that needed to be said.
No, you guys act like I don't have a DeLorean. I don't have a hovercraft. Okay.
I almost died on my way to work today.
I was
Oh,
gonna
was it
say-
because you decided to get on one of those Lime scooters again? Oh, okay.
Lou Ferrigno
Told
gave
your
you-
ass, he did.
Gave you okay. Listen, I have zero.
Uber and an Uber to work today.
Travis.
Oh, damn. Oh,
Travis,
damn. How many
Gardner, hold the story. Travis, this is your time, and we'll get to our fair or foul topic in just a second. Travis, this is your time to do the. You chose that life, bro, because we watched Lou Ferrigno
We did.
warn him about the
We did.
dangers of the scooter life, like he was a young kid being initiated into the Bloods of the Crips.
This is very true.
And he said, listen, you have a path.
Yeah.
You can take the bumpy scooter path, or you can take the path to fitness
Yeah.
and health.
It's true.
He advised you
He did.
as an expert to stay off the scooters.
He did.
Travis, do you want to do this? Does it feel good?
No, man. You go ahead.
You
You,
hit
on
him
a
with
roll.
that?
You hit him with it.
All right,
You
okay.
Sound like
Gardner,
Creflo
what
Dollar.
happened this morning?
Woo!
I would suggest doing if you get a Lime scooter for now.
Uh-oh.
And not do what I did. And realize you're wandering around maybe a apartment for like a few minutes. But I gotta get going. So you just barge out the door, you find a Lime scooter, and you hop on it.
From the Central West End.
Central West End, I was right at Newstead and Forest Park Avenue. And I grab it, and I go and I whip it around, and it's fully charged. It's going about 17 and a half.
Ah, you grooving. You grooving.
It's got a little decline.
Okay, I see you. I see you, Tony Hawk.
Got a dead end coming up that I need to whip around.
Okay.
This is gonna, like, this thinking though, with this scooter, I'm like, oh, this will be a good ride.
It's gonna be a breeze today.
I think this might be a personal record.
Okay.
Might be a personal.
All right. I see you, Mario Kart.
And so I decided to try to stop a little bit, or not stop, but slow down. So
Okay.
and I grabbed the brake,
Safety first.
and just it was very flimsy.
We got no audio on Gardner's mic.
Oh, no audio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we just heard one of the coolest stories ever. You guys so messed up.
Okay, is this better?
Okay.
I don't know. Ask the listeners. Do you think it's better?
Yes.
It's fixed?
Yes.
Did you hit mute on your mic?
I hit the wrong button. Yes. So
Thank you, Jamie Crock, Teresa, Lisa. Lisa's upset she can't hear her flowing-haired babe.
is this better?
Are we good?
Okay.
Can you hear soothing sounds? So back to this. So Gardner wakes up in the Central West End wearing his jammies.
I grabbed the Lime scooter,
Right.
Okay.
going fast,
You're doing well. You're doing
Going-
a record
going to
time.
hit the brake.
Right.
and it's flimsy. It's squeezing right through. You know that
Oh, so
feeling?
so that feeling said, wait, I've squeezed twice, and this bad boy is
Nothing's
not
happening.
slowing down.
Tink, tink,
Okay.
tink, tink.
So the brake's not working.
Oh, sweet mercy of Jesus.
So
and you're going
I-
a nice 18 miles per hour at
yeah,
this point.
so I'm like, I got to slow down. So
Oh,
I got to
boy.
figure out what's first.
Oh.
First and foremost, I got to slow down.
Yes, you do.
So I start doing like a little weave
Okay.
to try and
Stunt the
decelerate.
momentum and
Yeah.
decelerate.
I'm like, I can't.
Learn that in school.
I'm thinking, all right.
What class was that?
That was
What
probably
class was that? I want to know, and I want to know what school system that day you were in.
It was junior year of college. I was on Google and my communications class, and I wasn't paying attention to the lecture. And I was like, oh, so that's how deceleration works. So there you go. But continue, Gardner.
The other search bar was like fat ass booties. Yeah.
Was it?
No comment.
Okay.
But please continue.
So I'm like, I got to slow this down. So I'm weaving a little bit. I wanted to get to the point where I could tap the foot, but I'm
That's-
also mentally thinking, I might have to bail. at
Oh
some point.
no! Oh no!
You made that deal with yourself.
Because
Oh,
I'm coming up to an
no.
area where it's a dead end, and there's like it's a roundabout at this dead end, and there's like a community garden down there.
Oh dear.
So there's
Not
no,
the radishes.
It's normally an area where I have to get off the scooter anyway to get it up onto the sidewalk to get to the other side.
Okay.
So I'm like, there's really nowhere to go. So
This is
I'm
great.
mentally preparing to
Bail.
bail if I have to.
Okay.
So I wanted to weave it enough to where I could possibly kind of throw it off to the side and
And
jump.
then you were trying to make this look good because you
little bit.
figured, hey, hey, if I'm going to really have to jump off
this
this
is
bad boy.
happening in a very small amount of time.
Okay, so
too.
you got to quick think
So
quick.
these are
Gotta
all
think
run,
quick.
all these thoughts
You
are
kept
running through
you
my
kept
head.
your cool.
I did. I did.
Okay.
So passersby would be like, he got it.
They probably laugh a little.
a little bit loud, but it was like the way he
They're like,
finished.
somebody help that lady.
Yes, my aunt.
Mm.
But I did get it down far enough to where I could do
Right.
kind of a toe tap, foot tap thing.
Right.
Wait, like the Idaho senator?
Was he from Idaho?
The
If that's-
bathroom stall?
Why do you remember that?
The toe tap?
Yeah.
It's the funniest story I've ever heard in my
pretty-
life.
okay.
Okay,
pretty
fair
funny
enough.
story.
I don't know
Super conservative Republican dude trying to get a handy
So,
in
yeah.
a men's
why.
bathroom.
Who hasn't all been
What
there?
I
We've
learned,
been
I
there.
learned that from an Idaho senator.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm tapping the foot, and I was able to slow it down enough to get off it.
Okay.
And I was running behind, so I was thinking, do I just risk it? Try this thing? Because I
Oh,
checked
boy.
the map to see if there was any more around.
Oh
and
wow,
there
I
weren't.
see you, Keanu Reeves.
I'm
I
not.
thought
I'm
about
trying to
it.
enhance your story. What song should be playing while this is happening?
Can we do California?
Yes. Sure.
Okay, Chris, go ahead.
Just because I want something screaming.
Okay.
California.
Black Sheep says you kept your cool while keeping your cool with a K. The
Ah,
cigarette.
nice. He's talking about
That's
the
pretty
cigarette
good.
brand.
My dad's
That's not
old
bad.
brand.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Pack
good.
of people say a pack of what I ams.
What I am. That's cool. I see what you
That's
did
how
there.
you order.
I'd
'em at
smoke
the
a
gas
cigarette called
station.
What It Is.
No,
What
of
it
course
is?
you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Why do you lie?
Blueberry.
You don't even. Oh my God! Shut your mouth. You don't even like marijuana smoke.
So it was Lime Scooter Uber combination for
Okay.
work today.
But the Uber ride wasn't as dangerous as the scooter, was it?
No, just
Okay, just
I
checking.
get.
Ukrainian
Check
guy
it.
threatened to.
I seriously get
kick his
60,
ass.
70% of the time now old black men that are driving me in the Uber. And all I hear, I listen to smooth jazz every morning on my way in here
Do
if
you
I'm in an Uber.
Do you feel in that
It's
situation?
either that or
they're
John
out-
Joyner.
I like
They're
that.
out. They're out earning a living. It's a great way to make money.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you should say, you know what? What was the dude's name this morning?
Samantra.
Oh, Sumatra! I haven't seen him in forever. How is he?
See,
He
people,
seemed
you can't make
pleasant
this up.
There's Sumatra. That's,
knew you
oh
knew
my
him.
goodness.
Sumatra, jump in the back. I'll drive. Do you feel like you owe it to the community?
Why would you? Why would Gardner?
No.
give
A
you
bit of
that?
a driving Mr. Daisy situation.
tip.
Did you just not? You
I
not hear
tip.
the scooter story?
Did you give him a green book?
No,
Oh no.
See?
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I just tip. That's all. That's my gift. I make sure I tip.
Gift.
Yeah, we could go with that. I'm on board.
Cools of the poor man's Newport from Seth.
I do smoke Newports traditionally. I have smoked Cools in the past and also Camel Crushes.
So you ever drink a Bud Light? What was that? Sparks? What was it? Sparks that Anheuser-Busch put out, that malt liquor energy drink?
No.
You never drank a Sparks while smoking a cigarette?
Have
no.
you?
2007?
I
really
was
smoked
a
cigarettes.
I was a vodka boy.
Why was he so proud, Travis? He
that-
got a little tickle in his pecker when he said that.
Because that's how he got tickles in his pecker by
I
drinking a
had
lot of vodka.
that-
I'd
saying that, I
imagine.
had that warm feeling that burned in my chest.
Oh.
I remember during my sobriety, I accidentally took a drink
Oh, no.
of alcohol.
What happened?
It was Sean's drink.
Oh, no.
He had mixed it up
I bet
with
he has.
mine
Oh,
at the
son.
bar.
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
And I was quite parched and took a big gulp.
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
and I
no.
set it down,
And you immediately realized.
and right away,
I'm back.
I felt the feeling in my chest, and I, in the middle of the bar, I just go, Sean, God damn it!
Oh, no.
He's like, what? I'm busy over here. I go, you gave me your fucking drink. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he like stops what he's doing and runs around the bar and is like hugging me. He's like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. And I had thought about playing it up more,
Yeah.
Right.
just to F with him some.
Right.
But I let it go because he was almost in tears.
Just like Chris was almost a week and a half ago.
When you grabbed that chug of beer.
You grabbed that Corona bottle, and Chris, oh my God, I've never heard.
Have you ever-
Gardner, no!
Your next.
Don't let him do it.
Don't let him do it.
That's what lives with me with that
That's the
moment.
ultimate micromanager of all time.
Not doing it myself.
Not doing it yourself. Hey, don't let him do that.
Oh yeah, it was like
Don't let him do it. I gotta finish this email.
Right.
Well, there is that. It was almost
I
somebody.
don't-
Buzz needs
blame
another
him.
flyer. Shut up, Gardner. Knock that beer out of his hand.
So I cared, but but at
I
least,
care, but
Hey, look.
at least you
I
know now if you
understand.
ever need anything from me, you pull out that negotiating tactic, and I go, it's yours. Okay.
No, but the thing is, I understand that though. He just didn't want to be involved, really. I can appreciate that. I'll say something, but I'm not gonna go.
well, don't reward him for his
no,
lazy
but I have to
help.
be honest. I
Billy
understand
Fat
that.
Pants
He's useless.
Billy
No, I
Fat Pants-
understand that though.
Billy Fat Pants thinks you're lying. He thinks your
About what?
He thinks your clothes immediately came off, and he just ran to a park
That's kind of.
when the vodka touched your lips.
Oh
Did it, Gardner?
no, because I stuck around the bar that night still.
Oh, okay. To drink more?
No,
Okay.
Our boy Jay. in
no,
the
because
comments.
during this part of the sobriety, I was worried about that because there's a little
hitch in your giddy up.
there was a little bracelet on my.
Nope.
That'll do it.
Oh, boy.
I needed to make sure that was not an issue. So.
No matter from Jay in the comments, no matter what time I come into these live podcasts, I get a laugh. I'll take credit for that.
Yeah, that
Thank
makes
you.
sense.
Thank you.
I concur.
I'm the wild one on the
Yeah.
show. Straight man producer. Those are our roles. And yes, you can tell he smokes menthol and has only touched Cylinder's tip. I don't know what that means. While on vodka.
What's that?
I don't know. I think it was probably funny. The guy's funny that left the comment. Fair or foul
Then
today.
read it correctly. Damn
No,
it.
you want me to spell what he wrote?
Yeah, I can figure
Yeah,
it out.
let's have you figure this
All right,
out.
here we go.
And has only touched capital C I L S N T R A S space tip period.
Cilantrosaurus.
That's not. It's not a word.
Okay. I tried.
Seth, he's at a bar. His friend's bartending. It's him and one other guy. He orders a Coke. I order a regular Coke. She got him mixed up. Dude says to her, "That's the first time." Oh, Seth ordered a rum and Coke. That's the first time he had tasted alcohol in 16 years because the bartender screwed it up.
Yep. Well, that can happen at a bar.
Now, I don't know. I know
A
we're
risky
not supposed
run.
to. I'm
That
not-
is a risky
No.
run when you sit at a
Ooh,
bar.
That's a good point. So would they tell you that at a secret meeting where people meet anonymously?
I don't recall.
I didn't mean to do drugs. I just happened to end up at this trap house.
I've only been
Well, that's kind
about
of what happens.
to 10 or 12 of those meetings,
Yeah.
and I don't,
Allegedly.
I don't. I can out
No,
myself.
I'm gonna say there's no crime.
I don't think you're supposed to talk about it,
I
period.
don't think that's how
Oh,
it
yeah, you
works.
can. I can't talk
I've
about
never been to
others.
one and have zero recollection of it. But
So you have no
I think
sources
I know.
to confirm.
I think well, it works for you.
Okay.
Seriously, just look
Wait.
for a group of 20 people outside smoking anywhere, and you know where the meeting is.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's
point.
true.
So they must have a ton of meetings at Food Bar down the street. There's
Oh,
always
a lot of
people
people.
outside just
It's a
smoking.
venue.
Oh, okay.
So you don't know what that place is?
I didn't
It's
care.
a venue. Oh yeah. You go down to that food bar for the Alcoholics Anonymous.
Travis
I
goes to crash an AA meeting and ends up at a wedding reception.
I was like, oh, my bad. No, I see people outside that don't look anything
Lot of-
like me, so I just keep it moving.
A lot of metal.
I was like, nope.
Will you camera 3, please, if you may? Will you, Travis? Will you deliver that exact same sentence that you just said,
There are
please?
a lot of people outside that don't look anything like me, so I keep it moving. And that's what I do.
They do a lot of metal shows there.
I bet
So,
oh.
a lot of angsty whites with spiky hair.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. That makes sense now. Okay.
And here you are railing against the use of stereotypes. Do you see how quickly we got to a final answer there?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Let's stereotype more.
No, boy.
Let's do it.
That's not.
Fair or foul today. We provide you with a topic. You write in a hilarious quip at WAL at weareliveradio.com.
Very
WAL.
excited about this fair or foul because it was a big day in my community yesterday.
Please.
Fair or foul, black holes.
Yep.
Yo, why y'all taking pictures of me?
Hey, man. Hey. You ain't from this set, fool. Leave.
Out of my universe, dog.
Nah, we don't do pictures, player. What's going on? Hold on.
I'll suck you right up.
Hey, man, what? What? It's a
black hole.
That is
It's a black hole.
that is.
Hey, your bitch ass spaceship.
Oh,
Get
no.
out of here.
What?
This is my corner of the universe. You're on my block.
See, I think we should
There's
stop.
aliens in here. I'm a black hole.
Now, see, I don't know if we continue to do the urban bits anymore. Chris is
It's
really.
a black
Oh my
hole.
God, he's really letting out a lot of. What is his problem? Are you done?
I told you to stay on my block.
There he goes. Black hole discovered. Yes, look at that beauty. Isn't that amazing?
Looks like the DVD cover of Armageddon.
Oh,
That's a good point.
that
That's a point.
Excuse me, Armageddon.
Is that like it's God's coffee stain? It's like God put down his coffee cup and he created a little stain on his
Where did
desk.
I see someone
The kids
tweet
at
out?
Wizard World. What? Sauron!
I think it was
That's also it's very possible. Could be.
the writer Chase Mitchell tweeted out Mike Pence is not allowed in the same room with this photo.
That's good.
That's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Young lady, I'm going to get her name correct. I'm going to pull it up at some point. But this young woman, a graduate of MIT, had worked on an algorithm that would allow her to capture this particular photo. And this is what she apparently has been working on her
It's the
entire
first ever
life.
image of a black hole.
First ever image of a black
Theoretical
hole.
images before.
Creation of the algorithm.
Young
sorry.
woman, and yeah, this is what she's been working on from her thesis to everything. She's basically worked towards this particular moment, and to have this happen, what a I
MIT grad student Katie Bowman, Bouman, could be Bauman. We'll say Bauman.
Okay. But this is amazing. I don't think people are, I don't think we're the gravity of the situation.
Oh boy.
Oh,
But this is huge. We've never seen this ever in the history of ever.
huge as in it's a great fair foul topic.
So yeah, so look, like they
$10.
say, so
Apparently
they say
that-
the center is
yeah.
of course what would lead to multiple
McConaughey? McConaughey in there?
potentially. But they say what you see around that is basically different forces that can absolutely rip you to shreds.
That's the Event Horizon.
Okay.
With Lawrence Fishburne.
Could be at the yes. And I think
Event
Sam
Horizon
Neill
is
was
on
in
Where
that.
you're actually in hell.
I think Sam Neill was in that.
Do you think this is proof that you would actually be in hell if you go through it?
I think this is proof that there's a likelihood that there's more worlds on the other end of that black hole,
Or that nothing truly matters.
or that.
I've been trying to communicate that to folks for a while.
but that
Is this
was
exciting to you?
It is. I think that I love when scientists do science stuff because we know.
Flip that off.
And here's what I mean by that. We know that there are world-class scientists here in America at many of our great institutions, but they don't get publicity because, their work goes on. It's research and studies and more research. So, and doesn't ever get the, the attention that it properly deserves. But when something like this happens, we now get to shine a light on all these people you probably would never have heard of who have committed their life to these type of events. So it's really cool to see those heroes because, we give shout outs.
Or those scientists get shut down by their own government.
Or that
Their own
happens.
president.
Yeah, that can
and
happen
people
too.
that it doesn't fit their agenda.
Feels good to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
But it also again puts into perspective.
It's snowing.
But it does put into perspective some of those conversations as well, right? You would think like these people know what they're doing, and as much as we try to politicize the climate change conversation, at the end of the day, it comes down to people like this who will give it to you straight and let you know that, no, I've been working on this for 40 years. This is what it says, and I think it's about time we finally give some love to our amazing scientists, especially women scientists who continue to make amazing contributions every day. It's almost as if I
Does that
wrote
get you points on Black Twitter?
well, not specifically, but I'm glad you brought it up though.
HuffPo Twitter.
Can we go to camera 3
Oh,
really quick?
please.
You said this is
Hey,
an opportunity
want
for
to hit
me
that
do
left
so.
button
This is
on
great.
the
Okay,
camera
here we
thing.
go.
Sorry, go
Here we
ahead.
go.
I
Oh,
think-
put it in pander mode, please.
Okay, Panda.
What's
Okay.
Pander mode?
Pander?
Pander mode. Yeah, go ahead, Trav.
Pandemonium.
One thing I'm excited about because this illustrates a story that I've been working on for Sesame Street called,
Oh,
called Detective Charlie and the Old Time Machine. And this young lady is trying to learn from her scientific pioneers of the past, so she jumps into her time machine, travels to the past to figure out a way to save the future. Detective Charlie and the Time Machine coming your way this fall on the Midcoast Media Channel Network. Just
Can
a
you
little-
tell us what the Midcoast website is?
I can. It's midcoastmedia.net.
It's not. What's our company's website?
Company's website is mcm.org.
Just because you put a cool voiceover on it doesn't make that
Let me
the
try it.
website.
Okay.
Midcoast.media.
To see all of our capabilities. Thank you, Chris
Oh,
Gardner.
it's .media then?
Yes.
That's like extra work, guys. Can we rethink that?
Actually, it's less work.
Yeah, it's quite a bit less work.
Oh, but I just feel like people don't know how to like type in media after they type in a
Well,
URL.
normally you would have
No,
to
no,
type
you
in
would
media to begin
yeah,
with anyway.
right.
Okay.
Because it's in the name.
right.
You're taking the .com off, so you're
Right.
saving an extra step.
If you guys think it's going to save money and help the business, then so be it.
It's just
It's
saving
not
time.
it's not
Okay.
anything. It's quite effective.
Yeah.
You know what else is effective?
What is that, Chris?
Powder coating.
Oh,
That's right.
man. I was just thinking about that on my drive in this morning. I was like, you know what? Got my cup of coffee, some donuts. I sure could go for some powder coating right now.
It's
And
not
the
really how
folks-
powder coating
Oh, it
works.
doesn't work that way? Okay.
Gateway-
GPC, are you with me?
Gateway Powder Coating, fast, durable, affordable. Check out gatewaypowdercoat.com for more information. I always say this. It's in my credo. It's tattooed on my shoulder.
Oh, okay. Now we're just
If
going
you're going to have people over this spring and summer,
Right.
your metal furniture,
Right.
your smokers, everything in the backyard, let's not make it look decrepit. Let's not let those edges get unpolished, blemished. Would you say blemished, Travis?
That's a word.
Let's make things look nice. You take it to Gateway Powder Coating. You talk to Mark. You talk to the great team out there. That's right. Gateway Powder Coating. Be sure to let them know We Are Live sent you. Check them out online as well.
We have a melee today as well, do we not, Mr. Gardner?
We do. I put one out there in honor of your idol, Magic
boy.
Johnson.
Oh, dear.
Since Magic Johnson unceremoniously stepped down as Lakers president of basketball operations,
Mm-hmm.
is his legacy now just an illusion? Yes or no?
Oh my gosh, you're so satisfied with yourself, and to me, that's amazing.
I want to get to a point where no one ever does a poll question again.
We're getting close.
Where you ruin it for everybody.
You've been knocking on that door all week, my friend. You've been knocking on
Can you
that
believe
door.
it?
No, can you believe
Oh,
it?
that's tomorrow's.
Hey.
Actually, no, tomorrow's is just going to be. Can you believe it?
I kind of like it. I
do
love
too.
that. That's on
I do
Twitter.
too.
Can
I
you
do
believe
too.
it?
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
Yes, no.
That's fair.
There we
That,
go.
that may be our most popular poll since we've done this.
Let's see if I get a Brendan Schaefer, the keeper
Oh,
of the polls,
yeah.
to retweet
To
that.
retweet that, you'll get 2,000 entries.
With 25 replies. I'm still mad at Mike Matheny. What? That's not even. It's
Yeah.
not even about that.
How did you take? That would be interesting to see how people will respond to that, because you could see where their heads are then.
Yes, very.
You exposed yourself.
Told on yourself on that one, pal. That's a good one. I like that.
So, check out the poll on Twitter at We Are Live Radio. We've got our fair or foul rocking. It's black holes is the topic.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that'll be kept scientific.
Hey, we've been there, haven't we? Huh? We've seen some in our day. Up top, huh?
Do
Come
it.
on, man. Go.
Do
it. Yeah.
It didn't feel all that bad.
See?
He was
He's got
all
a
right.
soft hand. Those
You're
are
welcome.
those
Cocoa
are,
butter.
Those are rider hands. this guy ain't doing any jujitsu.
What?
He ain't lifting anything. He's never swung a hammer. Those are rider hands, and
Those
you
are
need
the
those.
hands of someone who used to lean on the bar and watch Sports Center.
Oh, I love that you know about this now. It was famed. Man, why is that food runner sweating? Oh, Trav's got a full section. It's cool, dog. I don't think it is.
Staff.
I don't think-
Support staff.
Thank you. Thank you, Gardner. I don't even know why. I don't even need to raise my voice. You already know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
It's literally in your job title.
Thank you. Thank you. Needed to be said.
Why were you hired to run food? Crazy, right? Crazy.
What was your title?
My job was customer service.
Was it customer service?
It was server.
Oh,
And I served. I served looks.
do you go around telling people you served?
No. No. People look at you differently when you say you did poor jobs. You were one of those poors? Ugh. You grab drinks for people? Yuck.
Where's he gonna go with this?
Nothing. I'm just saying. I don't tell people the specifics of my old jobs because it would depress them. Because I came from the concrete to become a rose.
Here we go. He stole that from Tupac.
See you a little later.
Am I an inspiration now to my
Oh,
community?
no.
I absolutely believe so. Am I a hero to my coworkers? They say so every day. Does Chris try to steal from my wardrobe now that he come down a few belt notches?
4.
I've seen him in my closet. And you
When
better believe he's
when you
coming
come
out.
of that closet.
Yeah, I tried to get me there.
Working on
Nice
it.
trap house.
We did have a comment that I needed to address
Okay.
from the mayor of Colorado. He did say it is good news that I'll paraphrase. I can't find the comment. He did say it's good news that New York doesn't have any traffic situation, so you should be just fine at Sesame Street. And then I believe the black sheep said that Sesame Street's going to have to shave off 30 seconds of every episode because Travis will be informing the staff that New York subway systems are racist. Needed to be said. Needed to be said. We got Beth Bombara in the second hour. I know I'm saying it's going to be Bombara. She's going to be polite. And
Pretty good. Oh, he blinked.
nah. His Sugarfoot's going to start acting up. He's going to have to inject himself for too long.
Man, that's racist as hell, man.
I just,
Man, you had to even go there with the sugar foot. Of all the places you could have gone, why you got to go to the foot of sugar? That ain't necessary, man. And you drink and have as much sugar as I do. I see you, man. Don't sit up here and talk to me about damn sugar when I see you every day in this show. Like a damn snowman. Every time you walk up into the damn studio, and go, oh, I didn't have sugar today.
falling out of my pockets.
I can't. Oh my goodness, I didn't have sugar
Almond,
today.
almond Joys just
Excuse me as I
spilling out
drink my
everywhere.
19th cup of coffee right now. Excuse me as
no
I
sugar in it.
completely run out of breath as I come up the elevator.
That hasn't-
Excuse me.
God, that'd be terrible.
I haven't been to a gym in months, but I'm going to tell people about how they should diet. Let me get on my high horse.
This is a really
It's
good
called
day.
Joe Rogan. That's what I named my horse.
What?
It's more like Ho Rogan. Yeah, I said it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I said it. What are you going to do? What, just
Did
Joe
you put
Rogan?
up did you put up a photo for sibling day yesterday?
Man, you know how many photos of my siblings I have?
Zero.
You know how many siblings
you
do
don't,
I?
You don't have any, do
Oh,
you?
these sibling day, because every day is sibling day for me. Sorry.
I
I
was just
actually
upset-
talk to my brothers and sisters
I was
every day.
I was just upset you didn't like my photo I posted on Instagram. It was a pretty sweet throwback of me and my brother.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Was it a horse photo?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
You showed
Indeed.
that to me yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
It was a
sweet
good
picture, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I'm like looking at that. I'm like, that poor horse. 5 and 2 years old, and we were little Shreks.
Yeah.
She had to be put down shortly after the photo was taken. Knees,
I
just-
assumed.
knees didn't work very well anymore. Yeah.
Now she's somewhere.
Do you guys like
Someone's
jumping
glue.
in? Do you like
Someone's
jumping in?
pond.
Someone's glue or pond, yes. Yeah, we walked her down to the pond right afterwards.
Didn't even have to put her down. She just
Nope,
laid in
just,
it.
just went in it and
was
just didn't
over.
come back up.
Boy.
So, do you guys like those random social media days that we all just co-sign on? We're like, well, I guess it's dog day. Here it is. Is this a us thing?
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't want. Look, my sisters posted photos, but I didn't think that was at this point. Is every day in it something?
Yeah.
Every day is something now, isn't it? Like today's
I
probably.
need to follow your sister.
What about Lady Scientist Day? Shouldn't we have
no,
that?
no, no.
So we can I can
Oh!
communicate with your
No
sisters.
need to do
Yeah.
any of that. That will not be necessary.
Find out
No.
about your past.
No, there's no need to do any research. I mean,
There is a disturbing lack of photos of Travis as a child. I think he's destroyed them.
There's no need for you folks to see any pictures before the time we started this podcast.
I want to see you with hair.
You know,
I remember Trav with
we
hair.
have the basketball
you and I
photo
both,
in the
man.
open.
Yeah, and that was
I need a braids photo. For as long as I've known you, I've never seen a
those.
photo of
Those
your
are
braids.
officially destroyed. Those are officially gone, man. Sorry. That was,
Maybe
like
I could
said-
find something in the Maneater from Mizzou, maybe
No, I
like a
think-
background photo of
like
you.
I think there's a reason, like this generation, because people our age, we did a lot of stuff coming up. Like we did a lot of stuff that we know we would not want a lot of people to know about today. Fortunately for us, the technology didn't exist for those incidents to be exposed to the world. And that is a blessing because I don't think we would actually be able to hold jobs as adults if photos of what we look like and what we did actually went public. So I'm fine with like those. You will never ever see Travis in braids because that's when everything will officially start going
find
down.
it.
Yeah.
We can find
You
it.
guys can't find it.
And
It's gone.
you mean to
Sorry.
tell me crushing like 20 beer cans on my head because I thought it was hilarious when I was 18 shouldn't have been on video on the gram?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want that floating around?
Yeah.
Speaking of floating
Does
around,
Whitener have any of those photos?
he might.
No,
I know who would though. I know who
Widener
would,
got
though.
to Mizzou a year before I did, so it's very unlikely that he'll have those.
I know who would. By the way, Matt Whitener on the Static podcast yesterday. Big shout out to Stacey Static. She's doing the Static podcast here. Mr. Gardner's done a wonderful job producing, and just really excited for her. She has a real following. She's very popular. She's been in FM radio for 20 years, working here at Midcoast Radio. We're excited about that. Travis, I don't mean to.
You don't mean to what?
We were talking about things being spread around, right?
Yeah.
Things permeating.
Okay.
You've been to New York,
I have not, Chris.
Gardner. Do we want to get Travis in a New York state of mind?
Oh boy.
Oh, why not?
I'm in a New York state of mind. Oh, come on. Come on.
From ABC7 New York, measles outbreak. New York City orders mandatory vaccine for parts of Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn.
Oh, where do you plan on living, Bubba?
Well, I had narrowed down to Williamsburg.
Oh, Williamsburg.
Oh,
Williamsburg,
Billyburg.
which is a part of Brooklyn, a
Uh-huh.
neighborhood of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this measles outbreak, would that perhaps include a portion of that neighborhood?
It does indeed.
Here's
Here's what happened. So, and that's interesting. And this is, again, I'm getting a crash course on this big city. Folks, oh man, you should absolutely look into Williamsburg. The communities are so laid back and chill, man. You'll enjoy a lot of arts and
Why do they talk
creatives.
like that?
I don't know.
Hey, man.
Those,
Hey, don't step on my dream catcher, man.
what it was is my really rich white friends who were like, live in the neighborhood where rent's $3,500 a month. And I'm like, all right, I'll give it a look-see and see if somebody's renting out a closet.
Big bird money, dog.
But so yeah, that's where I had been looking. Apparently, there in Williamsburg is a prominent Orthodox Jewish community, and this is where officials are saying the origins of the measles outbreak is coming from. I believe there is some belief of Orthodox Jewish parents not to get their children vaccinated, and this now, of course, has led to this.
You're going to blame a conspiracy on Jewish people, huh?
blaming
You're
it.
You're there
I'm
now.
literally just
Here we are.
I'm literally having what it says.
There it
on
is.
the
Travis
the
Terrell,
New York
quote
Daily
him,
News.
tweet it out.
It's in the New York Times.
Travis Terrell
I'm
is
just reading
attacking the
from-
Jewish faith.
I would never do such a thing. I have too much respect for my Jewish friends and the community. But that is
You
where
play basketball with them.
I do. I play lots
You
of
beat the
basketball.
crap out of
I
him
don't know. Just
at
something.
the synagogue.
No, well, it's just got to get your confidence back somehow. What you want me to do? I can knock down a couple jump shots over a few
I used
rabbis.
to play hoops in a Mormon
Yeah,
church
that's what you
until
gotta-
they asked me
sometimes-
never to come back.
I'm sure that wasn't just specifically
Mormons
because of
different.
basketball.
Mormons different.
Well-
No, Mormons play some hoops, pal.
I
They do.
played hoops with them, and then there was an incident.
Oh boy.
How much would you pay to see
Where
Gardner
I might
play a
have
full court game of
said-
basketball?
Oh no, please.
I got
don't.
angry
Oh,
during a
please
pickup
don't
game
say- oh,
and might have walked through the
no.
double doors at the gym, and as I hit the doors, yelled out, "It's not a real effing religion anyway."
Nice, nice.
Ah, well,
And realized I shouldn't have said that,
yeah,
and just kept walking to my car.
yeah.
Did you get
apologize.
crossed up or something?
I apologize. No, so my friend was being guarded by somebody else, and they lost him on defense. So I came over to play help defense, and I'm like, he's not going to get a layup. So I just went for the wrap up. But right before I went for the wrap up, he got an arm out and just threw the ball up, and it went in somehow. And so he started laughing in my face, and I said, F you, Wade. Go F yourself.
Were you a good
And
basketball
then-
player?
I was okay.
Okay, I'll see you, Guardsy.
And then everyone in the group there was like, hey, and I'm like, oh,
Oh,
and
oh.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
I am as
I'm
well,
seeing
Chris.
a
This is
behavioral
something's
pattern.
interesting
Our
happening
sweet
here.
little.
I've broken a number of, 6 PlayStation controllers, tennis
Okay,
rackets.
Now we see. All right.
I'll blow up.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
There are blow ups.
What if you would have done that in a Scientology pickup game?
I don't know. I'd like to try.
Do you think they would have?
No. And you would think Scientology probably has rock and jock rules, right?
Yes,
That
absolutely.
would make sense. I mean, if you're going to play basketball.
Well, you can get all the celebrities in.
I did
that makes sense.
apologize after the fact.
Okay.
But
I'm not going to lie. That was inappropriate, but still pretty funny. Because I'm envisioning you walking out the gym, cussing up a storm, and getting to the door and going, Mormon religion's not even real! And then just walking
but
towards
then
your
it's
car.
like, well, what about with any religion, really?
Okay, let's slow down. Let's slow down. Let's slow
Pick
down.
up basketball game nearfights are a true joy when I look back at when I played more.
That's
They're
one of
pretty
the times I had
they're-
mentioned when I
they're
got
so
hit
stupid.
in the face.
They're
so
incredibly stupid.
And then if somebody swings on somebody else, there's never any follow up. It's not like, oh, we're gonna get one dude gets hit and the other dude's like, man, you hit me. Like that's how it ends up happening. Or you'd have it depends on where you are too, but never has there been a solid like, yeah, they really solved some issues
I
by
got punched
throwing.
by a friend in a game.
Did you?
Oh, really?
And he hit me, and then I looked away for a second, looked around, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then I don't think he was expecting that response because he
Right.
was like prepared.
He thought he
for
put
me.
some mustard on it.
And I just looked at him and go, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh wow.
And so then I egged it on at that point and made him feel bad. Like, can someone give me that Pepsi can? I gotta ice
Oh,
this.
that's hilarious.
my.
So wait, so are you scared of the measles outbreak then?
No, because I'm
Yeah,
vaccinated.
good way to get us back on.
No,
That.
because I
Follow the
vaccinated.
rundown.
You know, and just like those parents who kids now have measles, they are too vaccinated. So it's only scary in that New York is a city that's known for its toughness. They don't hit the panic button often.
How
But
do they sound when they're
do-
showing their toughness?
Yo,
Measles. Hey, measles, get
measles.
outta here.
Hey, measles, I'm walking here, huh? Measles, why don't you go ahead down to the Brooklyn Bridge and get you a salami sandwich? I don't. Again, all of my
what kind of
all of my
deli you got on
reference
the bridge?
points are SVU episodes.
Was your New Yorker hit over the head with? Is that a head injury, New Yorker?
That is
Like,
the only reference point I have for the city of New York is Home Alone 2 and SVU episode. So I'm
Is
like,
there a-
don't
is that-
hold me to
this is
this,
gonna
but
go
I think
great.
I'm about to say I may be surprised on day one.
This is gonna be great.
Sir, can you point me in the direction of the pigeon woman where I can sleep in her home? Thank you.
There, like, I think my time in New York can only end up in 3 different scenarios. Again, it'd be like an SVU episode, which would be the worst. Home Alone 2, which could be cool. Could be cool. I've always wanted to run through Central Park. And 3, The Devil Wears Prada. I just feel like because
yeah.
Well, then The
because it's
Office.
located-
Michael went to New York.
Well,
Several
yeah,
times.
that's true.
Yeah.
But the Devil Wears Prada because the offices of Sesame Street are in Manhattan, and so that's where.
You won't be allowed after your first day.
Well, that's where, like, Manhattan, there are some very serious, wealthy, prominent, important people in centralized Manhattan. And so my fear is
a
that
lot of
I
people
will run into one of them and I will never be heard from ever again.
this
that's
is
how it
this is the part
works.
where you think you're important enough to be like assassinated. then.
No, I know I'm not that important, but I know I'm not important enough for my body to go missing and no one cares.
You'll just realize how small you really are and insignificant you really are.
Oh, man. Oh,
Just another brick in the wall.
I've been doing this for almost 4 years. I already realized how small I am.
Okay.
So I'm
Good.
not worried about that.
That was the whole goal of this entire thing. Just to
Institute
take you
to
down.
drive
Take you down, a
down
peg.
your self-esteem, like
Good.
to a little brittle.
Mm-hmm.
And
We've
and
talked
I'm
about
there.
this before, Travis. The true American story is not rags to riches anymore.
No, it's not.
It's rags to riches,
to
rags
rags
to
to riches
riches.
again.
People like to see you build yourself from
Right.
nothing, and then they want to see you fail again.
Yes,
That's
right.
what people want.
There's
You're gonna
absolutely-
hit it big with this fellowship. A couple of these people get development deals. You'll get the development deal, create a hit show, be part of a hit show, and there will be some improper photos shown at some
Oh,
point.
that's weird.
And you'll come down and you'll come back up.
I probably have some of those.
Well, this
Yeah.
is now turning into.
We actually have a cache
Oh boy.
of them. Gardner, you know on Facebook they have the memories that pop up?
Yes.
I like to do that with my political affiliates.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You guys ready for a little something called This Day in Greiton's History?
This day in Greiton's history.
Who is Eric Greitens, you ask?
Who is Eric Greitens?
The disgraced former governor who can be seen bandying about rural Missouri these days. Former Navy SEAL, Parkway graduate, machine gun shooter,
Was he a Rhodes Scholar?
Rhodes Scholar. That's right. Gardner, what's going on in this day in Greitens history?
Well, something new we wanted to maybe try and keep track of here because we're coming up on some significant days. A year ago in Greitens history.
Now, the reason why we're going over this is because it's one of the most seminal moments in recent modern political history.
Pretty insane.
In the state of Missouri,
for the
where
state
the
in
governor of Missouri was involved in an extramarital affair that turned into sexual assault. At least that was the charge, the accusation.
Alleged. It was alleged.
It was alleged sexual assault. And an investigation took place in the St. Louis city and also in the house in Jefferson City. Two different investigations, different conclusions, but the outcome was ultimately the same. Eric Greitens no longer governor of Missouri.
Right. And now we have Mike Parson.
Mike Parson.
Oh, you said it right.
That's right. I had no S
Do
in
it
it.
again.
Mike Parsons.
There.
Ah, close.
Where's he from?
He is from Hillbilly Oaks, Missouri. How close am I?
Bolivar?
Ah,
Not far off at all.
no.
Yeah.
I think African American population, none.
You know who I saw
Oh,
was in
thank God.
was in Boulevard doing work, I guess, just trying to learn more, educate himself.
Doing his research.
Was Bruce Franks.
Oh.
He went there for like a weekend or something and was like on a farm doing stuff.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It was something I was following along on his social media.
It's literally a get out situation.
Actually, now that you say that, I haven't really seen much from him lately.
Oh boy.
I'll check on him later.
Let's please do. Someone from TSA.
So I thought we would maybe document what happened on this day in Greitens history because there was a big moment on this day.
And you do a great job of breaking this down. A year ago, it was just the story that absolutely
The
just...
story of the year.
It was the story of the year.
Hashtag the story of the year.
And it completely... We were enraptured into the story. See how I used that correctly? Hey, can I get a high five for that one? Come on? No? Okay, that's fair. But it was a story that we were consumed by because it was... Every day there was something more bizarre about this story. And it's not just in regards to the governor. It was the people investigating the governor that also created to the bizarreness of this story. But
If I was into tongue-kissing men with glasses, I'd be tongue-kissing you right now.
that's a legitimate quote from an
That
actual...
was very strange. Lawyer.
A lawyer involved in the case said those words.
In America, it's still okay to have cash money.
These were Will...
Another attorney.
Yes. So it was bizarre. It was gross. It was everything you expect from a political scandal.
Can I, since we're talking Greitens, can I talk about my favorite Greitens parody commercial that our friends at STL Uplate did?
Oh boy.
I'm going to put it in the comments. STL Uplate did the
Sketch comedy show here in St.
parody,
Louis.
parody of the machine gun, and they did it where Eric blew up Greitens. Eric from STL Uplate blew up Greitens' truck. Or
Yeah,
Greitens
that's
blew up his truck. I'm going to post in the
No,
comments.
you
It's a
just
very funny
completely
video.
butchered a joke and
please.
a sketch.
Oh, please,
that they
guy,
have been
who
working
literally
on
has a
for
segment,
2 years.
who literally has a segment of words you mess up on a weekly basis, running on over a year now. Please correct me, please.
You have been corrected.
Can't pronounce your own middle name.
Turl. Huh? Close?
Damn, Aunt have to call you and say, that's not my name.
No, yes, Eric Greitens, when he was running for governor in a campaign commercial, basically got behind a very large machine gun and shot it for 30 seconds to prove, that I
To
can
nail down 8 million votes.
Yes, and it worked.
it worked.
It worked.
Eric Greitens is a conservative warrior, and when he fights back, he brings out the big guns.
Don't forget this.
Even if I have to throw you down the steps of the Capitol myself.
I ain't gonna lie.
Assault?
That was some baller. That's a baller ass line. That's a baller ass line.
Well, and the thing is, like, for most people within 30 to 50 pounds of that guy, you probably could toss him down the steps with his military training and I'm sure his hand-to-hand
Now-
combat skills.
What I have failed to mention so far is what is significant about this day
Oh, please.
in Greitens history. But instead of me just explaining it here right now, I have a little video for you.
Oh, really?
Oh, so this is what you've been doing for the
Oh,
last
okay.
month.
All right, here we go.
So it's nothing big.
Hold on to your butts for this day in Greitens history. Right through a hole.
He blindfolded and bound a woman to exercise equipment, spanked her, and tried to kiss her without her consent. Those were among the scandalous allegations against Missouri Governor Eric Greitens, released in a legislative report on April 11, 2018. It left the first-term Republican state executive's political future in doubt. The report, the result of a Missouri House Committee's weeks-long investigation into an extramarital affair the governor admitted having before he took office, led to intense bipartisan calls for him to resign. Mr. Greitens, however, would not oblige.
The report will include lies, telling lies, new lies. They're lies. It was a lie. And they've continued to lie falsehoods that have been pushed from the beginning, downright false. Falsely claimed, outlandish, and slanderous and salacious accusations of someone who said under oath that they may be remembering this through a dream, may have come from a dream. Tabloid trash gossip. This is a political witch hunt. Let's call this what it is. A political witch hunt. Absurd political witch hunt. In 33 days, this witch hunt will come to an end.
Oh, but this witch hunt was far from over. Too many people wanted the governor burned at the stake.
That's this day in Greitens history.
There you go. The report released a year ago today.
Explosive report, serious report, and you know, I will say this, just even on a serious note.
Here we go.
Greitens, you a hoe!
What were you going to say?
Man, the governor of Missouri was accused of sexual assault.
How crazy is it how quiet it's been since then? That's wild. Think
know
about
what?
that.
I think
A
the
little
reason- I think
too
everybody
quiet.
in that situation, again, and the folks who, of course, were investigating, I think when it was all said and done, and I would imagine even media members maybe felt a little bit like this.
Let's
I
just
think we
say-
wanted it to not go further than it wanted because it was already nasty. It was very, very personal on the fronts of everyone, from the circuit attorney to Greitens' defense team. It was getting very, very personal and very, very, as if it wasn't in the gutter already. It was getting gross. And I feel like everyone got a lot on them. And I think they are just trying to do their best, not to excuse it, but they're doing their best just to simply, let's not do anything to rehash any of this, because I believe if people go for, because I do believe, I think we'll never get the truth. I think that's one thing why people are because I believe the parties that are involved don't have a sincere agenda to get to the truth. There isn't someone there who's going to say, I really want to get to the truth, and here's why.
Tell the truth.
Maybe I'll just take a golf outing sometime here
Oh
soon
boy. Oh dear.
into a community that
Oh boy.
I probably have to have a tea time
Yeah,
to
boy.
get into. And maybe if I get into that community, I now know the address I need to know,
Right.
the exact address I need to know of a particular house
Oh boy.
of someone.
Oh boy.
Maybe talk to.
Oh boy.
Maybe I'll go fishing on a lake
Oh,
in
let's
this
not.
community.
Oh no, God, no.
Dock up
Oh my.
at this particular address.
Oh Jesus, no.
Have a little chat. And then you'll never hear from me again.
Yeah, it's very possible. I don't know. I think also, I don't know. I
There's
see-
more to come, Travis.
There
It
is
ain't
more to
over.
come, but I now get why, we see these stories that we didn't hear about growing up, like a Wild Wild Country. We see that story and we're just like, why I don't hear a lot about. I think this is going to be one of those where we're going to look back in 20 years and go, wait, this is a major scandal of some serious accusations, and there are a lot of people from outside the state that put a lot of money and effort and showcase their agenda.
Well, that'll be the story, I think, that lives on with it.
Yes, and I think that's when, like, and I believe we'll see on Netflix or whatever streaming service we'll have in 10, 20 years where we're like, wow, why didn't we speak up? Or why wasn't there more to this? Why are people now coming forward? I believe this is going to be one of those stories where we're going to only get the truth later on in life when people basically are being paid to hear their story.
You know who I got to tell you about?
Who is that, Chris?
Tommy Bannister, licensed realtor
Oh,
for Circa
Thomas Jefferson Bannister. Look at him.
Properties. You can hit him up via email, tom.bannister@circastl.com, 314-393-5386. That's Tom Bannister from Circa Properties. He grew up right here in St. Louis. He'll walk you through the whole buying or selling process. Contact Tom today. Let him know We Are Live sent you. Let's support Tom because he supports us. You'll see his Bitmoji around. It's very noticeable.
I
He's got
saw
a
him
very
down
cool logo.
at Blue City Deli the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Hanging
man,
out.
hey.
Tom Bannister, realtor for Circa Properties, supports We Are Live. Again, he's a hometown St. Louis guy that'll take great care of you. He's big on customer service and getting you through what could be one of the most important processes of your life. That's Tom Bannister, Circa Properties, sponsoring We Are Live. Guys, may not get to a couple segments today, but a great first hour. How do we feel?
Oh!
We're live from Midcoast Studio in Grand Center, St. Louis, Missouri. Check out midcoast.media for more information on our studio.
It's
and some
Hick
of
and
our
Hop.
capabilities. We're going to be back on the other side with Beth Bombara for her album, Evergreen, that's coming out. We're going to chat about that and the Kickstarter associated with it. So a lot of cool things to get to. Chris M. and Travis Rell to We Are Live. We'll be right back.